Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranj, and today I'm going to give you some more Capper Comparison Picks for fights off UFC Vegas 26. The card's all out of order, so I want to say these are, I don't know. I think this one might be a main event. Now this one is a main event, which earlier was prelim. I don't know, but so we're just gonna call them select fights because I'm not sure which ones are prelim and which ones are main event anymore. I did do what's today's? I did a show last night. Yeah, I did one last night with three other fights, which I think are still prelim. Who knows now? Who knows? Things are getting all messed up and fights added on. Cowboy Cerrone and the Great White that Alex Morono was added on. So, and then things are rearranged. Anyway, so let's just get into it, right? Okay, we've got at heavyweight, we got Maurice Greene, the crochet boss. He's taking on Rogerio de Lima, Pazao. Neither of these guys are really great. This is one of those middling, sloppy kind of heavyweights. I don't like, I know I'm a little dumpy and sloppy myself, so I can't, I don't want to be. I'm not one to talk, but I'm saying compared to other heavyweights, people would consider these guys sloppy-ish. I don't know, just middling, not sloppy. We'll call them middling. Middling heavyweights. We've got Maurice Greene is 9-5. He's the underdog. Look at this line, plus 170 underdog. Poured to Bet Online. And this morning when I took it off, I think Tapology or something, it was plus 145. So that moved a lot. Meaning, and this was at Marcos Rogerio de Lima was at minus 180. Now it's a minus 200. So that means money's been coming in on de Lima in this heavyweight showdown. Okay, let's talk about the favorite first. Okay. Marcos Rogerio de Lima, he's coming off a loss to Alexander Romanov. That was that forearm choke in round one, but Alexander Romanov is a beast, except for, I don't know, he took a pretty tough nut shot from what's his name? Juan Espino last week, or a week before, the week before, I think. So, I mean, people were like, oh, he could have went on or what? I don't know. It was one of those, had to get judged after 2 rounds to that point in the fight because it made it past the second round. But anyway, point being, Alexander Romanov's, good. And so you can take that for what it is. Marcos Rogerio de Lima fights out of American Top Team. There's some people from American Top Team that have fights coming up. I'm farsighted, so we got Matt Schnell's gonna fight in May 15th in UFC 262 against Rogerio Boncarin. Santiago Ponzinibbio is fighting Miguel Baeza June 5th. And Dustin Poirier fights out of American Top Team. He's fighting Conor McGregor July 10th. Also, a couple other mentions out of American Top Team: Nick Lentz, Andrei Arlovsky, and Jorge Masvidal. Okay. The underdog, plus 170, Maurice, the crochet boss, Greene. He's coming off a loss to Greg Hardy, ground and pound, in round 2 of that fight. Dude's got 6-inch height, 7-inch reach advantage over de Lima. He was fighting out of some place in Minnesota called the Performance Compound, but now he is fighting out of Jackson Wink. Now listen to this. I went through Tapology, just jotting down a couple people with upcoming fights just to show how active Jackson Wink is right now. Listen to this. Cameron Eltz is fighting Aaron Phillips July 17th. Cameron Eltz is from Jackson Wink. Jordan Wright from Jackson Wink is fighting Jamie Pickett May 15th in UFC 262. That's going to be great next week. Patchy Mix from Jackson Wink is fighting Albert Morales May 7th. That is a couple days from now, right? And that is for Bellator 258. Timur Valiev is taking on Heoni Barcelos June 26th. And as you already know, the main event, the set main event right now, Michelle Watterson also fights out of Jackson Wink. So, point being, Jackson Wink is a very active school. Maurice Greene, he's the guy that used to admit to drinking and smoking cigarettes in between, you know, training camps and fighting and stuff. He likes to have his good time. I don't blame the guy. I like drinking Marlboros. I like smoking Marlboros. You know, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. So, but I hear you, Mo Greene. I mean, but I think he's taking the fighting a little more seriously. I'm sure he still has probably some beers every once in a while if he's not training. But hopefully he quit the cigs, because that's no good for nobody except for Philip Morris. And what's the other one? I don't know, whatever. So let's start with the favorite, De Lima. We've got from Pub Sports Radio. Is this correct? Are those odds correct, man? Yeah. Pub Sports Radio taking the favorite. We've got Lock of the Night. Or, I'm sorry. Pub Sport Radio is with Clint McLean. His guest was Lock of the Night, so I wrote both their predictions down. Lock of the Night is saying first round finish. Okay, this is what I'll do. Lock of the Night. Okay, but his counterpart, or actually he was the guest on Pub Sports Radio. I should have started with Clint. Clint is saying Greene by submission. Okay? And actually, Lock of the Night, I should have started. He's the contrarian pick. So we're going to say Lock of the Night. He's the only person to pick the favorite, De Lima. That's why I got to double check that quick. Just give me 1 second. I got to double check these odds. How's it? Well, I guess, yeah, I'm right. Plus 170, minus 200. Yeah, I'm right. The over-under set at 1.5 rounds. I don't know. The bookies are thinking there's money must have came in, and I think people are counting Maurice Greene out because of his he's got like a slightly a lazy eye, like a wonky eye, like looks off kind of. But don't that doesn't matter, dudes and dudettes. I think there's a couple girls that like my show, but for real, you can't. I don't know why De Lima's the favorite. That's why I don't get that. But anyway, here we go. Let's break down everybody else. We've got, like I said, Clint's by sub. We got James Lynch. I think James Lynch did interview Maurice Greene. He said dog or pass, so I'm going to write dog, pass. So not really a solid bet or confident pick. He's taking Greene because he is the dog. Tiger Bomb. Both the guys from Tiger Bomb. That's Jose and Johnny. Johnny is saying second round sub. I was with John sub. Jose didn't even. He said sub or decision. He, yeah. You know, Greene does have sneaky good submissions. He's pulled off a couple of them. Greedo looked it up, and I guess Maurice Greene has the 37th best submission of 2020 with his what was it? Shoot, I didn't write it down. He submitted. You know what it was? I think it was that Jean Vellante, the guy that he was bigger than, and he just kind of like armpit smothered him, and the dude just, that Jean Vellante guy, he was gassed. He just gave up. He couldn't go on any further. Just, you know, Maurice Greene used the size advantage, smothered him. So anyway, Greedo, he's saying by decision here. And remember, Greene has the big height advantage. He's got 6 inches and 7-inch reach too. Keep that in mind. I want to say they weighed in. De Lima's actually weighed in a little heavier. He's like according to Tapology, he's like 258, and Maurice Greene was 250, if I remember correctly. Could be off. I don't know. Then we got finally 2, 3, 4, 5th pick. We have MMA Guru. He's with the Knit Cap. He's saying by decision for Greene. Also making this not a full Capper consensus because we have lock of the night, and he's saying first round finish. First round finish for De Lima. I forgot his reasoning, but he is totally fading Greene. And you know, he's not the only one. I did watch other cappers that I'm using for other different picks because, you know, continuous research, boys and girls. Continuous research. But I'll tell you right now, I think Parlay Punch had two of those guys, Luke and Alex, both pick De Lima also. But they're not in this show, so I'm not going to mention that right now. We're talking about this show. We only got one person, Manpree, and he was a guest. I'm gonna have to also go with the capper majority. I'm gonna take Maurice, the crochet boss, Maurice Greene. You know, at one time, Tapology said Maurice Greene was fighting out of Broad Albin, New York, which is I'm very familiar with Broad Albin, New York. I used to live very close to there. Anyway, I used to work there for a good 5 years. Anyway, I'm gonna say Maurice Greene. I'm gonna go on, you know, it's either gonna, like these guys say, it's gonna be submission or decision, because he does have those sneaky subs. But yeah, I'm gonna go decision. Decision for Mo Greene. De Lima hasn't really done anything to impress me. He does have more fights, but... So, anyway. Feel better standing up. My knees are getting rough. Moving on. Next, we've got flyweight fight between babyface Ryan Benoit. He's 10-7, and he's taking on Zarrukh Adashev. Zarrukh Adashev is the underdog here. Ryan Benoit favorite. Benoit's 10-7. This guy's, you know, he's been around he's fought some good people. Much more experienced than this Zarrukh Adashev. So he's a -150 favorite. Adashev is the underdog at +125. Zarrukh Adashev, the Lion, is 3-3 as a professional. He doesn't have a listed gym on Tapology. I'm not sure where he's training out of. It says Brooklyn, New York. He's an Uzbekistani. He's coming off back-to-back losses. His most recent one is to Madarji Su, or Su Madarji, however you want to say it, by unanimous decision. However, back in whatever promotion he came out of, he did kick a... Oh, man. I should have wrote better notes. He was pretty good at it. That's why he jumped into... How else can he jump into the UFC? Except for, I think... I should have... Sorry, I apologize, guys, for not being prepared on the Zarrukh Adashev thing. But let's get right into the picks, right? So, Ryan Benoit is coming off a loss to Tim Elliott, unanimous decision. Benoit's got a 3.5-inch reach advantage. He's fighting out of, what is that? Saxon Janjira Muay Thai in Plano, Texas. Whew, that's a mouthful, huh? Okay, so, taking the favorite babyface Benoit, we've got the MMA guru. He's saying by decision. Not to be confused with Prediction Guru, this is the one from the UK with the knit cap. Okay? Then Greeno plays. Greeno's also saying by decision. All these guys, of course, all these links will be in the description. James Lynch taking Ryan Benoit by, you guessed it, decision. Yeah, again, surprise, surprise. The over, look at minus 200 is over 2.5. So pretty much all these guys thinking this is gonna go like the books, cappers. A lot of people are thinking this is gonna go over that 2.5. And finally, taking Ryan Benoit is Clint from Pub Sports Radio. He didn't say how, but he is leaning Benoit in this fight. And his guest on the show, Lock of the Night, Pub Sports Radio, is taking Adashev. You know, I didn't watch the entire program because it was on kind of late, and I go to bed early somewhat during the week. And obviously not on Friday nights, right? But anyway, what I did watch is like they disagreed, which was decent. I like when they do that. They almost disagreed at every single fight. I don't know if I even caught one where they did agree. There's none on this that I'm showing you here. Every one of these fights and the prelim fights they discussed, I think they disagreed too. But I like that. Yeah, Lock and Knight is saying Adashev by decision, but he is not the only contrarian pick here. Also, both the guys from Tiger Bomb. Johnny is saying by decision, as well as Jose. Both saying by decision. They have their reasoning. They're pretty much, I think they're more fading. I don't know. I don't want to put words in their mouth. Check them out. Links in the description. They have their reasonings. I forgot. It was like, they're one of the first guys I watched on this when I was doing research. So, yeah, I can't go with the 3-3, guys. I'm sorry. I can't go with that 3-3 record. We got Ryan Benoit. You know, he's faced some good talent throughout the UFC. He's got way more experience. People are saying he's kind of on a downhill, but I'm not seeing that. I like Ryan Benoit in this fight. I think he's gonna get it done by decision. That should make that a plus number, because I am a plus money junkie. The shirts are in the mail, guys. I made some shirts. They're on Teespring, But I got some prototypes coming here, so I wear them live, and then eventually I'm gonna do like a shirt giveaway or something. Figure it out. I don't know. So anyway, moving on. Next, we've got middleweight fight between Phil Hawes, Megatron. Oh, he's a powerful dude. And he's taking on Kyle Daukaus out of Philly, the younger brother to Chris Daukaus. And the favorite in this fight. Yeah, let's start with the favorite, Kyle Daukaus. Comes in with a record of 10-1. He's his last fight was a win over Dustin Stoltzfus by unanimous decision. His only loss was a unanimous decision loss to Brendan Allen. What I heard from these cappers that might have been a short notice fill-in. Like he had it was 6 or 7 days. He didn't have a full camp in that fight. But regardless, Brendan Allen he's a good fighter. Didn't he just won last event. Had that, or the one before that, because BC Dave won $750 off that fight. The event, yeah, Brendan Allen is prime, so there's no shame that one lost to Brendan Allen. Okay? He fights out of Martinez BJJ. The only person I recognized in the Tapology was his brother Chris. He's got 3-inch height advantage for the Philadelphian. Okay. The underdog here, Phil Hawes, record of 10-2. He's a +120 underdog. Megatron is coming off that win against the Russian sniper Nassourdine Imavov via majority decision. Hey, what's the difference between a split decision and a majority decision? Okay, this is what it is. There's 3 judges in a majority decision. In a split decision, it goes, one judge takes fighter A, one judge takes fighter B, last judge takes A or B, making it a split decision. A unanimous decision is all 3 judges pick the same fighter. A majority decision is when judge takes fighter A, another judge takes fighter A, the last judge, yeah, I just watched it, takes a draw. And that's what is a majority decision. Damp. She'll be fine. She'll dry out. Good night. Can I have a hug? Thank you. Sleep well. All right, so that was a brief explanation of majority decisions when 2 judges take one fighter and the other judge declares a draw. So they're kind of rare, but they do happen. And that's how Phil Hawes won his last fight against Nassourdine Imavov. Almost unanimous decision, but one judge deemed it a draw. Okay? Phil Hawes is on a 6-win fight streak. And he does have a 1.5-inch reach advantage over Kyle Daukaus. He was fighting out of Hard Knocks 365 in Fort Lauderdale, but now I've heard he's done switch to Sanford and MMA, and he's been exclusively training with Gilbert Burns. So, take that for what you will. Let's see what these cappers have to say, starting off with the favorite, Kyle Daukaus, the BJJ. He's got great, I think of his 10 victories, 8 of them are via submission. So he definitely has some great ground game. Okay, taking Kyle Daukaus, we've got the boys from Tiger Bomb. They're both saying decision for Daukaus. Then we've got James Lynch Also saying decision for Daukaus. If this is the thing here, if Hawes is, it's like it's going to be first round on the feet, knockout, or if Daukaus can outlast the first round, he's going to win second and third through ground control and better cardio. That's what a lot of these capper synopsises are. So yeah, look, Greene, like he's saying, he's taking the first option, Hawes, knockout, first round. Because that's when he's going to have all his energy. But Hawes is a big, strong guy. And you know what they say with the whole need more oxygen to feed the muscles, to carry the blood through the veins. And that causes your cardio to be tested more so than a guy that's leaner, that doesn't have as much muscle mass to pump the oxygen to, which kind of makes sense if you ask me, you know. Also, Pub Sports Radio, Clint didn't say how, but he's leaning Phil Hawes. Whereas, and told you they kept disagreeing. Pub Sports Radio, Lock of the Night is taking Daukaus by submission. Love that, man. Love that pick. And then, finally, to top it all off, we got Nick Cap, MMA Guru, and he is also taking Kyle Daukaus here. Guru, and he's saying he's going to get it done by decision for the reasons, pretty much same reasons everybody else said. Better cardio, better second and third round, a lot of just ground control time, and you know, getting it done that way, outpointing him. I too am riding with the Philadelphian. I'm biased to Philadelphians, but Phil Hawes, he's where's he fighting out of? Yeah, now he's out of Sanford MMA. Anyway, yeah, whatever. I think he's gonna get it. I'm going with Manpreet here. I think he might be able to pull off that submission. Like I said, 8 of those 10 victories are through submission. 2 of them are via decision. That one loss was also a decision loss. So, yeah, I think he's gonna submission, and it's gonna be second or third round. Let's go with the second. Boom, make that a plus number. Submission, second round. So, to recap, time check. It's late, getting late. We've got, I've got Maurice Greene upsetting the Brazilian Marcos Rogerio de Lima. De Lima does like getting choked out. I mean, I don't know, nobody likes it, but he has been choked out a lot. And Greene has those sneaky submissions. I might even change that decision to submission, but I don't know. Right now, I'm gonna go with decision. I might change it. We're gonna have to watch the Last Looks video, guys, where I go over every fight once again live. You know, with the chat running. This time, I doubt I'm gonna drink as much. I definitely am not. But I did watch more of the last thing, and there were some funny parts, man. I guess I like Kyler Phillips. Wow. Anyway, Ryan. Next, I got Ryan Benoit, babyface Ryan Benoit is gonna take it to the just too green Zarrukh Adashev. It's just, man, this guy, I don't know why. How did he get into the UFC? I think in some regional promotion he beat like some dude that was 17-1 or something. I could be mistaken. I could be talking about somebody else. I'm talking about the dude from... Anyway, I don't know. I got Benoit mostly due to the experience. This guy's unproven. He's 2-0. like a 0-2. I don't know. I think he's 0-2 in the UFC. So that, yeah. And finally, I've got Kyle Daukaus taking it to Phil Hawes. I think he's going to submit him in the second or third round. Right now, I'm going to say second. That might change too. But anyway, this is a tight parlay here. I've been killing these three fight parlays. I can show you my sheet again. Last week I went 8-2 and 1. So of my 4 parlays, one of them was a 4-leg parlay, the prelim fight. Bang, cashed in on that. And then I won another one. So anyway, there you have it. Gather the info, place those bets, cash those tickets. I apologize if I did ramble a little bit. Sorry, not sorry. I got time markers for that reason. I saw somebody in the comments said that, you know, it wasn't entertaining and all this stuff. Troll is a troll is a troll. Keep typing, guys. I don't care. Whatever, it's all good. Just I'll keep fixing your grammatical errors and making you look like a fool on the comments. I enjoy that stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. Give me that thumbs up. Leave comments. You can go ahead and troll. That's fine. I'm just teasing, guys. Share. Good luck on these bets, and I'll see you tomorrow with some more of these crazy select fights.